On Saturday, the New York Knicks and their fans experienced something they hadn't experienced in quite some time, a Game 1 road playoff victory. Before Saturday's 101-97 Game 1 win in Cleveland, the Knicks hadn't won a Game 1 on the road since 1999. Zach Braziller, he remembers that game, and he was in the building in Cleveland for Game 1, and he joins me now. Zach, how's it going? We remember 1999 when the Knicks last won a Game 1 road victory. You remember that?
Hey, man. Great, Chris Childs saying he doesn't need help against Mark Jackson, and yeah, of course. Look, just a great win, and to me, what made this such a great win is not everything went right. R.J. Barrett really struggled. Mitchell Robinson, I didn't think had a great game. Quickly, probably had his worst game in weeks, and the Knicks still found a way to. Jalen Brunson only played 9 minutes in the first half, and the Knicks still found a way to win that game in the final minutes after blowing a 12-point lead. And to me, this was the template for how the Knicks are going to win this series. Their bench is much better than the Cavs. They crushed them on the glass. And those are really the two areas they won this game. The Cavs have the best player in the series. I don't think there's any question, as good as Brunson is. That's Donovan Mitchell, and he was great, 38 points, 8 assists. But the rest of that, the Knicks have the much better depth. They have the much better roster when you go down 9 to 10 deep. And that was clearly a factor in Game 1.
Yeah, no doubt about that for sure. And Zach, we got to start talking about with Julius Randle and his return, okay? 19 points, 10 boards. He was 7 of 20 from the floor. So how do you assess his performance and what he was able to give the Knicks in Game 1?
He clearly wasn't 100%. There's no question. He didn't have some of that explosion we see, but the Knicks got everything they could have asked for out of Randle. He was better than I thought he would be. And look, 19 and 10, and he made the play of the game. That offensive rebound with 6.2 seconds left that let Quentin Grimes ice the game at the free throw line was the play of the game. He sprinted in for 3-point line to body Evan Mobley for that rebound. If he doesn't get that rebound, the Cavs have it. They have enough time to go up and maybe even win the game with a 3 or at least force overtime. That was the play of the game. That was a winning play. And he's probably only going to get better from here on out. And it was clear the Knicks need him to win this series. He gutted it out. It was his first game in 17 days. And, I think he probably gave the Knicks more than they could have reasonably expected.
Yeah, I don't think Knicks fans knew what to expect from Julius Randle, but you got to be happy with what he did, especially, as you said, coming up with that huge rebound to seal the game. Now, the Knicks, their bench, they outplayed the Cavs bench in Game 1. Is the Knicks bench depth too strong for the Cavs here?
It's clearly a mismatch. I've written about that leading up to Game 1. The Knicks outscored their bench by an average of almost 10 points in the regular season. And you look at that Knicks bench, you have Quickly, you have Hart, who are, basically two starters who come off the bench. Hartenstein, who's been fantastic the second half of the year. Obi Toppin, who played really well in spots in Game 1. And the Cavs bench just doesn't have the firepower to match. They rely heavily on their stars. Karis LeVert, the former Net, said on Thursday that he felt the Cavs second unit was as good, if not better, than the Knicks second unit. That was, look, you want to show confidence in your guys, but that was clearly not an accurate statement. And we saw that in Game 1 with how the Knicks bench manhandled the Cavs. That's, to me, is the biggest advantage. That and rebounding are the biggest advantages the Knicks have in this series. And in Game 1, I was pivotal. That's really where the Knicks took control of that game in the first half, is when the Cavs went to the bench and you had Hart and Hartenstein and Quickly and Obi really made their presence felt. The Cavs are going to have a big problem with the Knicks bench in this series.
Yeah, keep your eye on that and see how the bench play plays out as we move forward through the series. And the Knicks, look, they won Game 1, but I don't think any of us would say that they played their A game here. We know the Cavaliers will make adjustments for Game 2, Zach, but what adjustments/improvements must the Knicks make if they want to steal another game in Cleveland?
Tom Thibodeau said it a few times. The Knicks have to play better, especially defensively. He felt like the Knicks allowed a lot of open shots and had some, missed assignments. The Cavs are going to play better. I don't think there's any question about that. The Cavs missed a lot of easy shots in that game, a lot of shots around the rim. But I think the Knicks are going to play better too. And now we're starting to get a sample size of these two teams against each other. The Knicks have now won 4 or 5 against the Cavs this year. And the one game the Cavs won was the first game of the year, and the Knicks did not have Grimes or Hart, probably two of their two best perimeter defenders in that game. So Knicks have now won 4 in a row over Cleveland. They're clearly do things that give the Cavs major issues, particularly on the glass and that bench. I think the Cavs are going to win game 2, but the Knicks are in a great spot here to win this series. There's no question about it. They have home court advantage. They have confidence they can beat Cleveland when they're playing well. And, if you're a Knicks fan, I think you got to be really, really happy with how this series has started.
Yeah, Knicks fans are happy because they have the 1-0 lead over the Cavs heading into Game 2. That will be Tuesday night in Cleveland. Zach Brazilla will be there to give you all the coverage for the New York Post. Zach, great coverage. Enjoy your time in Cleveland, and hopefully I will see you for Game 3 at the Garden.
It's going to be Game 3 at the Garden, man. That's going to be electric. It's going to be one of those nights that you want to be in the building.
Yes, it is. We will be there. See you soon, man.
All right, buddy.